Hi everyone, this is Alessio Rastani giving the outlook to you on gold and silver. Now I mentioned this in a video I made some weeks ago, and I said, look, gold is coming through, it's facing some major resistance here, okay? So we had this downward trend line that you see here, okay? And of course, as you see here, we managed successfully a few days ago to break through this resistance, okay? So we're coming very close to this area, and we were just waiting to see what it's going to do here, okay? And it managed to break through it successfully. Of course, that came through the Fed announcement a few days ago. That the Feds decided to keep the interest rates near zero until 2014. Now, the question is, actually I've got some emails coming through as well from people saying, hey Alessio, I thought you said go short on gold. I thought you said sell short on gold. What I actually said was that if gold only breaks below 1625, then we go short. Okay, that's the thing what I actually said. So I was waiting for gold to see what it's going to do. Is it going to break these lows at 1625? Well, of course, it didn't do that. And of course, until it does that, we're not going to do anything, okay? But as we see here, it managed successfully to break through the resistance line. The question is, therefore, what now? What do we do about this? I certainly don't think we missed a boat here. I actually think that gold could very probably come back down and test this trend line. Because you see what happens is whenever markets break through these trend lines, these break through these walls of resistance here, they often come back and test them before they go back again. There's a phrase also that's known among chartists known as kissing the trend line goodbye. All right, which means basically when markets, when they break through these trend lines, they often come back down and just test it one more time before they shoot off again upwards, okay, or in the original direction. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm not going to get in. I'm not certainly thinking of buying at these high prices. I'm waiting for it to pull back. If you go on your chart, software, whatever you're using, and if you go to Fibonacci tools and you choose, okay, so Fibonacci retracement lines, all right, and you draw from the lows here, okay, in December, and draw to the top, okay, just draw to the top where we are right now, you will see that the 50%, okay, so 50% of this move is a 1680. Okay, so I think very potentially, very probably, in fact, gold could come down to 1680, in fact, probably even 1667 here, and then that would be a very good buying opportunity around certainly this region here. Okay, certainly I think a pullback to the 21-day moving average is on the cards. Very probably. And let's face it, guys, the stock market is overextended. We know the stock market anytime is going to make a pullback to support. Okay, so when stocks will eventually make a pullback, that's going to affect all major assets. Okay, so all asset classes, including gold and silver. So that's what I'm waiting for. So the question is, okay, so what if it does? If I would buy any pullback to 1680 region here, okay, and the target that I'm setting for gold here, okay, let me just look back on this, all right, is 100%. 100% symmetrical projection of this move. Now, what does that mean? You probably wonder, it sounds like gobbledygook, right? What is symmetrical projection? There's a trader in the States that I learned a lot from, and her name is Carolyn Borden. She's actually one of the traders I'm planning to interview for a book I'm writing. Now, she is actually one of the pioneers of the idea that markets move in symmetrical dimensions. By that, we simply mean this. If you measure this move here, okay, let me just do this for you. If you measure this move, actually, it probably wasn't the best tool to use here. Maybe I could just use the extension tool here. So there's an extension tool. Most charting programs actually provide this for you, price extension lines. Okay, it should really be called price projection lines, by the way. So if you just actually measure this entire whole move from just late September to late October, okay? Measure that move, then project that from the bottom here, okay? Which means just measuring this line and then essentially plopping it down here and seeing where it lands. You can see here that red line, see it says 100%? See that? Okay, let's just go back here. When it says 100%, what that really means is that this level here, this red line, is exactly 100%, okay, symmetrical of this move down here. That comes to 1788, all right, as my projection, as our projection for gold, which is actually convenient because that also matches with these highs here. Not there, but let me just push it up here. Yeah, it comes very close to this price projection up here. And if you look on the weekly chart for gold, just look on the weekly charts, you will see that the price is heading to bang against these top of the reversion bands here, 1783. Okay, so that is the target I'm setting for gold. Essentially, so we're looking at the region. Just putting here. So I would look for a target of 1788. So it's really 1783 to 1788 as a target. All right. I'm not saying that it's going to get there in just a few days. All right, it could, but that is the target we're setting here for potentially in the next week or so. All right. Okay, let's go back to silver. Now silver is looking very interesting because let me just show you what's happening here. We've had these previous highs in spring and in the summer. Now, if you connect these highs here, okay, so if you draw a line and connect these highs, notice we're coming very close. We're almost heading towards this trend line. It's going to form a resistance here. Plus, also notice we've got this 200-day moving average running through here. That's coming also very close to this area here. But there's something else too. If we just do the same thing we did earlier with gold, so if you measure this move here, okay, from late September all the way to about November time here, okay, and just project that from the bottom here and made in December here, okay. Notice the 100% projection. So the 100% symmetrical projection. In other words, what we're doing here, look, so really what we're saying here. So what I'm saying here, if we just measure this move here, okay, so measuring this move, right, this from there to there is a symmetrical projection. So this and this is symmetrical projection of this move here, okay, which is coming to meet us here at about 35.44. So I'm putting it at this region here, really, what I'm talking about here, this confluence, as I like to call it, okay, a confluence of resistance zones, or a wall of resistance coming to silver here about this region, about 35.44, 35.50 here. So, okay, so gotta be really careful here because I think this is the area that silver's going to hit probably by next week. Again, depending on how the stocks do, because if stocks go down, they're going to have a massive impact on the asset classes like silver here as well. Okay, for me, a buying opportunity on silver would be a pullback again to mean. So again, any pullback to 21-day average is a buying opportunity, or again, measure this move here. Okay, and you can see a 50% retrace on silver here would be about 3160 here, okay, or better, just about the 3140 region here.